Many of the reasons why I created the membership in the first place is because it gave my business stability and predictability. What is the one result that we're trying to get our members from being a part of this membership? And the number one reason that people leave memberships is because of... Welcome to the Fuel Your Flow podcast. I am your host, Valerie Feghali, physical therapist turned software CEO and business coach for health and wellness coaches. We are going to be talking about all things health and business. They might be more closely related than you think. So let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Fuel the Flow. Today, I want to talk about how to transition from one-on-one coaching into a membership program. Now, there's a lot of myths around memberships. Some people say it takes up too much time. They can't imagine creating that much content every month, or it's hard to keep people in. People join and then they cancel. A lot of people think that it's only for low ticket price points, and that's not true either. You can have a membership that's hundreds of dollars every single month for people to continue to be interacting with you. So I want to bust some of those myths today, and then also just talk about why I feel so strongly about memberships. Now, my membership is the Wellness Vault, which is a content hub for health and wellness professionals, and we have a whole meal planning software for them to create their own plans or use our templates. I really designed this out of need for myself as a health coach. When I got into health coaching, I realized that there weren't any resources like this out there for coaches, and I found that I was creating everything from scratch, and it was taking me more time on the back end to create this content than it was for me to actually be spending with my clients, keeping them accountable, helping coach them. And so I wanted to make this resource available for other health and wellness professionals. Now, once I created that, I realized that it was the very best thing I have ever done for my business. It opened doors for me that before I did not even know existed. And so having this membership has grown my business to 7 figures. It's helped me help and coach my clients and my members better than I ever could before. I can provide way more for them because I have a lot of people paying in every single month. And so I'm able to provide even more value for them every single month. Now, again, people believe that, well, am I going to have to create an entire course every single month? And I think this is one of the biggest problems or the biggest mistakes that coaches make when they start to build out their membership programs is they try to package everything into it. So they think, okay, well, I coach from a holistic standpoint. I coach on fitness, I coach on nutrition, I coach on mindset, sleep habits, meditation, and so much more. And what they try to do is they pack all of that into their membership program. And that's where they go wrong and end up creating something that can be not only overwhelming for them, but also overwhelming for their client as well. And the number one reason that people leave memberships is because of overwhelm. So instead of thinking we need to create all of this content, what we have to really focus on is what is the one result that we're trying to get our members from being a part of this membership? What is the one problem that your membership solves for that person on a month-to-month basis? So when you're moving from one-on-one coaching to a membership program, you want to think about what are the types of routines that people need to continue on a monthly basis in order to either maintain their progress or get the progress that they want in the first place. And so what are the routine things that they need to do? Every month, are they needing new recipes? Every month, are they needing slightly different workouts? What is it that they need on that month-to-month basis to continue on? And that's what you want to create. You want to create that vault or that connection, that community with people that they need in order to move forward. Now, community these days is huge because AI is taking over and people are losing touch with that group of people or the network or communities that they want in order to see their growth and their progress. And so if you can build in simple community into your membership, that is where you are going to find gold. People want to know that they are being held accountable. They want to bounce ideas off of real people. They want to see that other people are in the struggle too. And I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes in a membership, when people are posting that they didn't necessarily hit their goals that month, or they really had a hard time with XYZ. It's that camaraderie, and it's the feeling that they are not alone in the struggles that they are having as well. And so making sure that they are being held accountable, but then also being able to be honest and open within the membership so that they have a safe place to discuss some of these issues that they are having on a day-to-day basis. So building that community into your membership can be a ton of value. You don't necessarily need to have a massive amount of content or education on top of that. The community itself can be the value that your membership brings. Many of the reasons why I created the membership in the first place is because it gave my business stability and predictability. And that was huge for me. I have a family, I have 2 kids at home. I need to know that my business is stable and that we're not going to be going into debt every month. And so having that predictability, knowing exactly what's coming in every single month, and then being able to build on top of that was a huge weight off of my shoulders. So being able to say, hey, we have this many members. We know that our churn rate is this percent, and what churn rate means is the amount of people or the percentage of people that are leaving every month, that are canceling their membership every month. And then we know that on average, we bring in this many new leads or this many new customers every month, and it's on a consistent basis. Yes, some months are better than others, but it doesn't fluctuate all that much. So we know at a bare minimum what's going to be coming in every single month, and it continues to grow month after month. So once you get your systems down of how you are going to promote your membership, the amount of members that you have will continuously grow for quite a long time. Now, eventually you will hit a plateau and you'll have to figure out different marketing strategies or different ways of bringing visibility to your membership. But generally that ceiling or that plateau happens at a much higher rate than people would think. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but if you are a health or wellness professional and you haven't yet checked out The Wellness Vault, you're missing out. The Wellness Vault is a content hub for coaches who create their own plans and programs for their clients, run workshops, create digital guides, and so much more. You can now do all of this in a fraction of the time so you can focus on your clients and grow your business faster than ever with more you time. The link to The Wellness Vault is in the show notes, so go sign up for your free trial today. And so we are continuously bringing people in through various strategies, such as running challenges. We love challenges. It gets people motivated. It gets people excited. And then they are getting a quick win and understanding how the membership would work. So it's basically a perfect funnel into the membership. So the way that we run the challenges, they are able to see some of the content that's inside of the membership, and then it helps push them towards that membership program and welcomes them into a space that they know they will be able to continue to grow their business by using that membership content. And so if you're running a challenge, you want to make sure that it's a seamless flow then into your membership program. Now, also we do things such as paid advertisement, we do collaborations with people, we do live workshops. So we do have different ways of selling people in. But the sales strategy is also evergreen. So we have paid ads running all the time, and our membership is open for enrollment with our free trial all times of the year. Now, some businesses do better when they do open cart periods and closed cart periods. So what that would mean is that certain times of year, you run some sort of challenge, boot camp, workshop, a large promotion, you get a lot of people in all at once, and then you close the doors, and then you don't enroll people in for another few months. We have toyed with the idea of switching over to this. However, right now, Evergreen is working really seamlessly for us, and it is lower effort than having these large, big promotions. So that's a way that you can do it without spending a ton of time or a lot of stress on these large promotions. And I think that's where a lot of coaches get hung up, is that they're mostly offering these higher ticket products, and they're having to do these promotions or these workshops or boot camps to get people into their open cart period to sell their high ticket product. And there's a lot of pressure that goes into that. So a lot of my coaches say, I'm so tired of doing this. Last time I did it, we had these expectations, we had these goals, and we didn't hit them. Well, when you're doing a membership program, you can run it evergreen so that every single month it grows on itself. And so you don't necessarily need to do these huge, large promotions. That can be something that you just do in the future once you start to plateau with the number of members that you have in your membership. Now, I find it way easier to support my community from a membership perspective rather than a quick course or one-on-one coaching. And the reason for this is because it is more of that trust that is built along the way using the membership content, and it isn't necessarily this fast push to get things done. A lot of times people need some time to sit with the content, to sit with the information, to sit with the strategy that we are using in order to grow their business. And same with your clients. A lot of times they're going to need more time than just a 90-day course or a 4-month course. And so being part of that membership gives them that sense of community. It gives them that sense of trust that they can continue to grow and build alongside you. And they want to do that. Now, think of memberships that you are a part of in your own life right now. This might be the gym that you subscribe to. It might be the meal prep service that you subscribe to, or any sort of business app or software that you subscribe to. Think about what those memberships do for your life. In general, they will be attacking one specific problem. So for example, I go to F45 Gym. It is quite honestly the same workouts that are just packaged differently. So they have small clips of each workout, and then they arrange them differently throughout each session. And so it is just a collection of exercises that they're packaging together differently for each 45-minute workout. So I want you to think about that. It's not actually a ton of content, right? It's more about the community and the result that they're getting from those workouts. They're building that routine and that trust with you along the way. So it's not a ton of content that they're having to remake, or it's really almost no content that they're having to remake every single month. So I want you to think about that within your own business. What are you doing with your clients on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis that can be systematized, that you can kind of reuse and just get people into a community and grow with them that way? So memberships are my membership is by far the best thing I have done for my business. I help other people grow their memberships and see wild success with their membership programs. A lot of them have sunsetted or no longer do their high ticket offers. They no longer do some of their one-on-one coaching because they have so much success in growing their membership program. And that is their home, their place to land. So hopefully you got something out of this episode. I will see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed our conversation from today. Any links we discussed will be in the show notes below. Also, we would be incredibly grateful if you would leave us a 5-star review. This helps us keep the podcast going so that we can continue to provide value for all of you. I hope we see you on the next one.